What's up, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Eagles on the Air. Salesian High School is a school that prepares its students for life. And we're here today in our beautiful broadcast studio, and I've got a great guest for the podcast. My guest is a member of the senior class of 2026. He is the Vice President of the Student Council. I would like to welcome Mr. Jorge Bello to Eagles on the Air. Jorge, thank you for coming on and being a guest.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
If you've been watching, and I know that you have, I know that your family watches the podcast all the time, you would know very well that I start each one of the episodes off the same exact way. I want to know what everybody's Salesian story is. How did you come to become a student here? What has your ride been like? And everything in between. So without further ado, Jorge, what is your Salesian story?
Well, my Salesian story starts from a very long time ago. It began when I was in the 5th grade when I first came for an open house. I know a very early time to come for an open house. My parents were like, we're free this day. They're doing an open house. They've heard about the school through family. So they were just like, let's go see it. Let's go check it out, see what it's like. I like the school. It was very different from what it is now. I can't lie, but it's still got the same concepts and the family aspect of it. So I came back my 8th grade year to visit again. And that was when it really clicked. I was like, wow, I really like this place. It was the first open house I think I saw that year. I visited Iona Prep, Spelman, and Stepanak, but nothing stood out to me like Salesian did. The small family school that just welcomes. It felt so welcoming coming in. After that, did the tax exam, did the scholarship exam. I already felt like I had a feel of what the school was. I knew this place, its walls. I did Saturday Academy too, so I already knew some places, some teachers. And it was overall a great experience. Finally coming in as a 9th grader, it was a little scary, but I can't lie, I still had that welcoming aspect where I had the big brothers and everybody welcoming me in. I still just felt that family part of the school. And freshman year wasn't easy, neither has any year here been, but with teachers, faculty, staff, and everybody, they've brought me through it. Through the math leader program, the teachers and my other fellow students, they have helped me ease my time here, get me out of the nerves and all the other nervous things that happen. So I got to give credit to everyone at this school who's really made my time enjoyable for what it is.
That's great. And I remember you coming as a little 8th grader for your shadow day. And actually, before you said it, I didn't realize that your first experience at an open house was when you were in the 5th grade. And if you know your mom as well as I do, that makes absolutely perfect sense.
Yeah.
So it's we only get a few 5th graders a year. It makes sense that Mrs. Bello would make you go to open house in the 5th grade. But you just mentioned that the school, none of your years have been easy so far, okay? And we have something a little bit later on in the show. But I took a look at some of the classes you've taken. Does it have anything to do with you having taken the most rigorous classes we have available here that kind of made it so tough?
Definitely. The class, the level they expect from you is way different from any other regular class. Taking APs, honors classes, accelerated classes. The workload does get challenging, but with the good teachers and classmates I have, we've gotten through it, and I am now in my 4th year of the school. So it's been challenging, but I'm still here. So.
Well, you young men that come in here having earned a full scholarship, a full academic scholarship, you kind of come in here with a target on your back, and a really good target. You're the guys we know that we could push. You're the guys that we can convince to take an extra AP course or take this college link course because you have the academic capability to do so. Us knowing that you would ultimately benefit from taking that class, but knowing that, let's get Jorge, forget about giving him this class, let's try to push him to take this class. And we're happy that you've taken the challenges head on, got involved in so much stuff at Salesian High School in the meantime. So you balance an incredibly difficult workload, right? AP courses, college link courses, obviously the honors program, with some other activities. Tell me some of the other activities you are either part of right now or maybe have graduated from because you are no longer a freshman ambassador, but some of the other activities or programs that you're involved in.
Yes, well, you mentioned freshman ambassador, which really is just me giving a whole lot of shadow days to a lot of 8th graders. Which shout out to G-Man, he was my shadow, and I've kind of followed in his footsteps, shadowing all the kids on their times to visit so they could have the same experience I did. Along with that, I'm a member of the robotics club, the robotics team. the baseball team, sports broadcasting, National Honor Society, St. Francis de Sales Honors Program. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's a lot, but yeah, I do balance it.
I'm sure if you dig into your calendar, you might find one or two more things in
Definitely.
there. And it's so funny because the shadow program, it's a lot because I've transitioned out of the Office of Admissions and into the Office of Alumni Relations. And when I see a list, I come into the office on a Tuesday, and I said, oh boy, we have 8 kids, 9 kids, 10 kids coming to spend a day. We need some ambassadors. I'm like, okay, get Bello, get Ferreira, get all the guys. It's like my group. I knew that if I put an 8th grader with you, not only would he enjoy himself and have a good experience here, he'll learn something about the school too. And I probably told that to you when you were in the 8th grade, and I said it to all the kids that came here. I want you to enjoy your shadow day. It's a day that you're going to remember. And when I asked you who you did your shadow day with, you knew right away it was G-Man. And guys remember that day. It's a very important day. So for you to make that a memorable experience for a lot of 8th graders at that time, it was really important. Really important to you and really important to the school. All right, because knowing that, you're helping us in a capacity outside of the classroom or the baseball field or the robotics field is just piling onto that college resume, man. And I was so proud and, can't wait to see what you have in store in the future. If you'll have this for a second, this is only the second time that I've done this. Now, Jorge is our first current student and guest of Eagles on the Air. And I've only done this with 1 or 2 young alumni, but let me reach here. And I have in my possession your current high school transcript, 3 years worth of his grades here. So we're going to play a little Q&A here and see the best you do. No pressure whatsoever. Let's just see how you do. I'd like to preface this with saying I can't do this with just anybody. Your grades have to be like through the roof, and his really are. So if the grades were terrible, I'd be like, let's skip that segment. But I think this is going to be pretty good. Okay, 3 years. Do you have any idea what your cumulative GPA is?
I'm not sure.
In baseball, let me just say, in baseball, this is like me asking your batting average, and we call those people that know that right off the top of their head stat rats.
Yeah.
So let's see if you're a school stat rat. All right, cumulative GPA. Hit me.
I'm going to say a humble 3.9, I guess.
Oh, give me like an actual average.
Oh, you mean, okay.
Oh, yeah. I have actual numbers here.
Yeah. I'm going to say
Like 1 to 100.
97.
It is actually 97.01. Your 3-year average.
I was right there, yeah.
That's excellent. All right, so we're like technically 1 for 1. I'm gonna give him a check. You got that correct. Question number 2. I think this one's easy because this one I think you guys are pretty competitive about. What is your current, after 3 years, your current class rank?
I saw it looking at my transcripts the other day for all the college stuff. I think I'm 4.
That is correct. You are the 4th ranked. Do you know who the first 3? You don't have to say it. Do you know who the first 3 guys are?
I have an idea probably. I can't remember.
Can we beat them before the end of the school year and get you up to the valedictorian stage?
We'll try to.
I like that attitude. All right, now the questions get a little bit more difficult because those are two softballs. And you say you're a baseball player. So here come a couple fastballs. In the 10th grade, you have to think back now, a couple years. Can you tell me what your lowest grade was and what class was that in? There's like a 2-part question. So if you get one right, I'm cool with it. You could tell me like the grade or tell me like the class. If you get both of them, I'll be like crazy impressed.
Lowest grade sophomore year probably had to be chemistry, honors chemistry. I think that was probably like a 88.
Wow, all right. So because he's humble, we'll give him another check. We'll give that another correct. The correct part was honors chemistry. So don't sell yourself short. It was honors chemistry, not standard chemistry, not standard issue chemistry. But you had a 90 average. It wasn't an 88. Don't sell yourself short. 90 average in chemistry in the 10th grade. It was your lowest grade. All right. So we're going to move on. And I think, again, I don't know if this is a softball or like a 12 to 6 curveball. It depends. In this one particular subject, you have a 3-year 100 average. What is that subject? You've never gotten anything but a 100 average. What is that subject?
I'm going to have to guess religion.
Absolutely religion. I left this piece of paper on the desk before, you swear to God you didn't look at it.
On everything, I did not.
Well, you're doing really good. I'm impressed. Okay. Now I didn't want to go with negative questions either. I wanted to keep the vibe like positive.
It's okay.
But your grades are so good. And I was like, all right, what's his highest grade? He has hundreds all over the place here. So I couldn't go that way. So the last question I'm going to ask is, in your 3 years here, what has been your lowest grade? What class was it? And the bonus is like, what was the grade?
I'm going to take a wild shot. I'm going to say AP Calculus, AB. Shout out Mr. Chelzo.
Shout out Mr. Chelzo, yes, for sure.
I think that's probably an 88.
Okay, this is the first time that you're like, he's starting to get cocky, guys. Like 88. 88 in AP Calculus AB was your grade. Unfortunately, it was not your lowest grade.
Oh.
Yes, Mrs. Bello, who's watching us off camera right now, is giving you the stink eye. You did, let's go. Any second guess? I'll give you one more guess.
I'm going to guess honors physics then. Shout out to Miss Piazza.
If you've come through Salesian High School and you don't love Miss Piazza, get away from me.
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what you're doing here. All right? Okay, you're on the right track. The correct answer was honors physics. Do you know the grade?
No, I'm not sure.
Ballpark it, Jorge. Come on, this is a softball.
Probably 85 then? I don't know.
He's back to being humble. This guy's too good. It was an 87.
Okay.
So the 87 in junior year, honors physics was the lowest score you've had on this entire transcript. I mean, I don't know what college isn't going to look at this thing and eat it up. This transcript is absolutely incredible. So I'm glad you were able to humor me a little bit and take a look at Jorge's transcript for a little while. Let's get back to business, kiddo, because I think you absolutely killed my transcript segment. All right. If you know me, you know I love baseball. Okay? It's like family, work, baseball. And sometimes family and baseball are like absolutely intertwined for me. Talk to me a little bit about your baseball career. I know you're a guy from the Bronx. I know you went to St. Benedict's in the Bronx. I want to know what made Jorge Bello the baseball player that he is at Salesian High School. Talk to me. I just want to hear more about baseball.
Well, I began playing baseball when I was around 7 years old at Westchester Little League near Waters Place. It wasn't my choice to start playing, actually. My dad signed me up for it, and I just continued playing to this day. When looking for high school, I wasn't particularly looking for a baseball school, but I've heard good things about Salesian baseball, and I love the school alone, so I was like, I'm going to come here, and I'm excited to try and play baseball. But my story isn't all that easy because I came in, and I say this all the time, as a significantly worse player than like everybody else on the team, that I didn't come back the next day for tryouts, the rest of practice. But I got my friends to get me to come back and play in the spring of my freshman year, and I've been playing since then. In that spring, I didn't touch the field once, though. So that did hurt me, and that did something to my confidence and the way I just looked at playing baseball every day since. And I look back at it, and I'm not sad or mad about it anymore. I see it as a part of me that needed to go through that to see who I could become. And from a player not touching the field his freshman year to now becoming a starting player on varsity, it's really come full circle for me.
Not a lot goes on around here that I don't know about, and I did not know that. So I didn't realize that because I've heard so many good things about you on the field. I didn't know that your initial freshman experience was like that. And listen, it's just a testament to you, to the way you were brought up. That's resiliency, man. That's the stuff that we try to teach all these guys. You get knocked down a little bit or you get knocked down a peg, keep at it. Keep at it. You never know. And especially, I coach youth baseball right now, and all I tell these kids, you don't know what's going to happen 1 year from the next. And all that hard work is going to pay off. And I'm happy to see that it did pay off for you, and you get to reap the rewards of that. It's beautiful. I appreciate all that insight too. So I'm going to move on here and talk about Salesian in general here. The mantra for Salesian High School is prepare. We want to prepare our students for what's next. Is college next? Is the workforce next? Are you going to start a family eventually? We want to make sure that our boys leave these four incredible walls prepared. How do you feel, or what has Salesian done to prepare you for whatever you think might be next? And it's okay if you have no idea what's next because you're a senior in high school and there's a lot of variables. But what do you think, or how has Salesian prepared you for what's next?
I think Salesian has prepared me in a lot of ways Not even just the classes. Yes, I'm in AP classes, honors classes. The workload is rigorous, and I am expecting that in college, nothing less. And that is one aspect that does prepare me. But even the teachers giving small lessons or just being able to talk to them, be real with them, it shows who I can trust and the little lessons they give about respect, about working through the pain, the workload that I have. It's just shown me how I guess the real world is really going to play out. And I don't know how my future is going to go. I'm planning to go to college and we'll see where that takes me. But no matter what, I know that I have people at Salesian that have prepared me, and I can always go back to if I ever need a word of encouragement.
You know that if you ever, once you graduate and you leave and you go on and do whatever's next for Jorge Bello, the doors are always going to be open. Everyone, you're a very well-known person around here. Wherever you go, people know you, whether it's in the cafeteria, the gym, the school, everybody knows you. And you know that you would be welcomed with open arms if and whenever you walk back in these doors. I don't want to put you on the spot, but have you thought about any colleges yet? Anything on the radar? I know it's early, but has anything, and we really didn't talk about this off camera either, but have you given it a thought yet, or?
I've been looking into some colleges. I've done a couple visits over the summer when I wasn't working here at camp. So I visited Adelphi University because I'm interested in pursuing exercise science with hopes of becoming a personal trainer or physical therapist. And I visited Adelphi, which has exercise science. Manhattan is a great school too. Hofstra, I'm planning to visit Hofstra. I got to find a date for that. I don't want to go too far, so I want to stay local too. I can't leave New York. This is where everything is for me. But yeah, that's my plan. I don't know how it's going to go. I still have a lot of time, and I'm trusting God with everything I do.
That's great. And again, just circling back to your transcript, you've put yourself in a great position to be able to make a choice based on your wants. Okay, I have a feeling you're not going to go to the only school that accepts you. I have a feeling, in my experience, you're going to do very well during the college acceptance process. And I have a very good feeling that you're going to get to that school, that college or university that you choose. And there are some great ones around here. Like Salesian High School has continually sent our students to all the local colleges and universities, and they've all done great. So I have one last question. This might be the toughest question yet. I'm here a long time. I've seen people come, I've seen people go, I've seen people stay here a long time. I know a lot of people, and I'm not saying teachers, I'm not saying any sort of staff. A lot of people at Salesian High School are influential in the lives of our students. I want to know who is on Jorge Bello's Salesian High School Mount Rushmore.
This is a good question. This is a tough question.
It is a tough question. It's a tough question.
All right.
Hopefully I like the prelude to the question was good. I tried to build it up real
Yeah,
good.
no, that was good. All right, I'm going to have to start off with the man who began teaching me math once I came to the school. I'm going to have to give it to Mr. Schoner.
Wow, excellent choice.
Been here a very long time.
Yep.
Taught my family, taught a lot of my friends' family, and he's still teaching. So I hope to come back one day and still see Mr. Schoner here. But he's definitely first.
I'm going to put
on
that
my
down
radar.
here just in case notes for this podcast. And that's, again, he has my full seal of approval.
Yeah.
Not that I wouldn't give someone an approval here. We're filming a podcast. I'm not gonna be like, what? Excellent choice. Mr. Schoner has been influential in the lives of hundreds and hundreds of kids who've graduated from here. Proceed.
My next on my Mount Rushmore, I have to give it to another person who's been here for a really long time and has taught me for 2 years. I'm going to have to give that to Miss Piazza because she has taught me science past 2 years, chemistry and physics. Hasn't been easy, but she's gotten me through it with pretty good grades. So I can't complain. And Miss Piazza is just a sweetheart.
Well, Miss Piazza's she was born to educate.
Yeah.
She has such a graceful way about her, but she's tough.
Yes.
And the kids don't play in her classroom.
Nope.
So that's how you know you got a good teacher, when they're fair, when they're tough, and you want to do the work for her. So that's 2. I know there's 4 heads on Mount Rushmore. You could give me 1 more, you can give me 2 more, whatever you think. But you're doing great. 2 great choices so far.
I got 2 more. I'll fill out the mountain. They've just been in my head.
Let's do it.
So for my 3rd head, in no particular order, I'm going to have to put the guy who just taught me last year, the man who taught me last year and has got me hooked onto politics and everything in the government world, Mr. Federico. Because that guy has changed my view of politics, the way I look at the world, the economy, and I can't wait for him to teach me next year, hopefully.
Do you have him next year? Did you see you have By the way, at the time of filming, we should probably say that it's August right now. We're getting ready for the start of school. So even though you might be seeing this, it might be a month or so into school. Like we're not in school yet. As you could probably still in a polo shirt and whatnot. So do you have your class schedule? Do you have Mr. Federico?
Yes, I'm in AP Gov. I don't know if he's still teaching it. I hope he is.
Oh, because Mr. Federico is the newly minted assistant principal here.
Yeah.
All right, so I haven't seen the schedule either, and I'm just fresh from vacation, so hopefully, I didn't see the class list, so hopefully you got them. But 3 excellent choices, Mr. Shona, Miss Piazza, Mr. Federico, 3 fantastic people.
For the 4th on my Mount Rushmore, I have to give it to another man who has taught me for the past 2 years and will teach me next year, who's taught me English. That might be a spoiler, but I'm going to give it to Mr. Marinaccio.
Ooh, good one.
Guy who has definitely taught me the fun of writing, got me into the Salesian Spectator. That's another thing I do. I didn't think about that, but yeah, he's definitely a man who's changed my view on writing. A person who didn't really like writing too much, now writes articles for fun on his weekdays, so...
That's great. And did you know that on your list, I was the teacher of 2 of those people?
Wow.
Right? That's how you know you've logged a few hours in this school. I was Mr. Marinaccio and Mr. Federico's teacher. Mr. Federico, I taught 2 years. Getting old, my friend, getting old. All right? I like to think I'm getting wiser. But Jorge, I got to say, man, I thought you were a great guest. Thank you for playing around with your transcript with me. I thought that was a lot of fun, and you actually did really well with it. But I thought you were a great guest. You're the first active student to be on the show. I think I mentioned that earlier, but you brought a very, very interesting insight to the show. And I hope to God that 8th graders out there watching, or parents of 8th graders watching, can see their kids now and what their kids could become. Okay, and this is like the model Salesian student here. Not to be cliche, but if we had 100 Jorge Bellos, our lives would be a lot easier. But I want to thank you for being part of the show. I can't wait till this airs. I think it's going to be a great episode. Anything else you want to say before we're out of here?
No, thank you. It's been an honor. I love Salesian. I would not be the person I am today without it, so let's keep this going.
And we're a better place because of Jorge Bello. With that being said, this has been another excellent episode of Eagles on the Air.